Earlier, Eric and Gary had a chance to catch up with 16-time PGA Tour winner Jim Furyk.
Back in on Morning Drive, and Gary, one of the real friends of the program is Jim Furyk. We've had him on a number of times. He's the reigning FedEx Cup champion. Not only does he do an awful lot for charity, but somebody that really gives us a unique perspective on golf, and we welcome him back in again. Jim, how are you, bud?
Hey guys, how you doing? Nice to see you.
It's good to be back with you, and every time it seems like we're with you. Now, we're going to obviously talk about your game, but you are always doing a lot of stuff charity-wise. Now you've teamed with the Children's Miracle Network. Explain to us exactly what you're doing with them so you can make an impact for children not only in your region but beyond.
Well, as you can see right now, I'm at the Wilson's Children's Hospital in Jacksonville, and that's significant. The Children's Miracle Network Hospitals and I are starting a new program, and it's called the Miracle Birdies Program. So every birdie I make starting next week in Hilton Head till the end of the year, till the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals Classic at Walt Disney, we're trying to get our fans involved to make a pledge. I'm going to make a pledge. Some of my corporate sponsors are. They're trying to get the fans involved to make a pledge for every birdie I make and try to raise some money. And what I think is so significant is the money will stay in their local area for their children's hospital. And the Children's Miracle Network has over 170 hospitals in North America. So you can pledge as little as 10 cents, and I'm excited. You know, we're going to try to raise a bunch of money for these children's hospital, and I know Wilson's has been great here in our community, and I know everyone out there has got a wonderful children's hospital in their community that I hopefully, trying to get them to support.
I know both you and your missus as a team have been doing an awful lot of good work for an awful lot of charities, and this, of course, is the latest of your efforts.
We've partnered up for Wilson's for a long time. Yeah, thanks.
Now, I want to go back to the Masters this past weekend. You finished 2 under, T24 at very solid 72, 68, 74, 72, and you got a chance to sort of watch the fireworks. From your perspective, what are you going to remember this year's Masters for?
Well, for me personally, I feel like, maybe a chance that I let get away. I feel like should have had a better finish, should have played better than I did, and I felt real good about my game, my prep going in. So, kind of a little disappointed in the finish, but it was an exciting week. You had Tiger making the big splash on Sunday. I could hear the roars. I was probably about an hour and 15 minutes out ahead of him on Sunday, so you could hear the roars. You knew something big was happening, especially when he hit that 7th and 8th stretch, I think, where he went birdie eagle. And then obviously everyone seems to be wanting to talk a little bit more about Rory having a bad back nine, which I think is unfortunate because Charles played so well and birdied the last 4 to win the golf tournament, which, I mean, guys, that's unheard of, to birdie the last 4 to win Augusta. It's never been done, and it's every kid's dream come true.
When you hear the roar and you're an hour or an hour and a half ahead, do you ask or find out what happened, or do you want to just block all that out?
Yeah, I think at Augusta, you're not only a player, but you're a fan. When you hear the roars, you know something happened. I saw that he had birdied 7. I heard the giant roar at 8, and I was thinking either a really exciting birdie, a chip in something, or could that really have been an eagle? And then the numbers go up, and there's an anticipation even from the crowd waiting for the numbers. So you hear the roar when he makes it, but then you hear the roar when the number goes up on the board, a minute later, and it's a neat event. It really, it's the one event that I probably, when I'm not playing well or when I finish playing, I want to get in front of the television because I want to see what happens.
Jim, this is the time of the year for you historically where you've been very productive. You mentioned, obviously, Harbortown next week. You've won there. You've won in Charlotte, which is down the road. You've gone to Memorial and won. These are all very different golf courses, different grasses, different climates. What's the answer?
I'd like to say the warm weather. I like it. I like the weather as it starts to heat up. I feel better. I think I've played my best in the summer in years past, and I got excited last year after winning in Tampa, winning in Harbortown, and I kept saying how excited I was for the summer, and then I didn't play as well. I didn't have a great summer, and won later in the cold rain at Eastlake. So, but usually I just enjoy the summer months. I enjoy as it gets hotter, and I don't know. I don't feel like I'm I'm ready to go unless I'm sweating a little bit out there.
U.S. Open, the next major, that of course in the summer months at Congressional just outside D.C. What are you going to be working on between now and then to give yourself the best chance of winning this year's U.S. Open?
You know what? Early in the year, I really wanted to work on my short game. I felt like it was weak. I felt like if I had one thing I needed to work on from last year that I was really upset with, that would have been my short game. I feel like it wasn't consistent throughout the year last year. It was good when it needed to be, and I won some tournaments, but it wasn't consistent from start to finish, and I've really put a lot of work into that so far this year. I'm comfortable with my game, so right now I just want to kind of keep improving, but I want to start playing better. I'm not scoring as well as I need to. I'm not getting the ball in the hole, but I think from a mechanics standpoint, I feel like I'm swinging at it pretty good. My putting seems to be coming around. My short game seems good, so just kind of stay on the same road, but right now I need to work on scoring and putting 4 rounds together in a week.
You know, Jim, Eric alluded to Congressional. You were T5 there in 1997. We had Nick Faldo in the studio earlier this week, and he said in major championships, there are moments where you think this swing will either win me the tournament or I may lose the tournament. In your career, full swing, not a putt, full swing in a major championship, which is the one you'd love to have over?
1998, the 15th hole, second shot at Augusta. I was 1 or 2 shots back. I was in between a 3-wood and a 4-wood at the time. I tried to hit a high cut with the 3-wood, double-crossed it, knocked it in the back pond. I made 6 and ended up losing the tournament by 2 shots after Mo made his putt on 18. So I came back strong. I birdied 16, birdied 17. I missed pretty much the identical putt that he made to win the tournament on 18, and that one sticks to my mind. I feel like, you know, we all feel like we've let tournaments slide or had opportunities, but, you know, I'd immediately go to the major championships. That's probably the one swing that I felt like, you know, where I might have had a chance to win the Masters that year.
I got to play in a 2-ball event coming up, and I was wondering if you were going to play in a 2-ball event and you could pick anybody to be your partner, who gets the call from Jim Furyk?
What's the format? Alternate shot or better ball?
You tell me. Pick one. Whatever one you feel more secure about your answer.
What's your format? You know, in an alternate shot, I want to pick someone with, you know.
We're in an alternate shot. Yeah.
I'll give Phil a hard time. If it's 4-ball, I'll take Phil. But if it's alternate shot, I don't want to play those drives in the rough all day.
Well, you know what? He does make a lot of birdies. Let's get back to, obviously, one of the key messages.
Albeit it would be with the wedge instead of a 5-iron, but, you know.
That is true. Children's Miracle Network, again. Jim, explain to everybody, and Eric made the point about you and your wife and all that you've done locally, but with all the hospitals around the country, this new program to raise a lot of money. And I've always said this, a lot of a little is a lot. So explain exactly, again, what you're doing.
All right, we started the Miracles Birdie program, and for every birdie I make for the rest of the year, starting next week to the rest of the year, fans can go online to miraclebirdies.com or miraclebirdies.org and pledge as little as 10 cents that they want. There's no maximum on the pledge, but all the money that they pledge will go to the Children's Hospital, the Children's Miracle Network Hospital in their area. There's 170 of them in North America, so there'll be one close to them, and that's what I love about the program. All the money is going to stay right there locally, and hopefully we get a lot of fans involved.
He's a good guy and a good friend of the program, and we love having him on. Jim, thank you very much, and stop by again soon.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Just invite me.